Okay, so there are a lot of interesting discussions going on about Deepika Padukone's video, and see, I have to make my stand clear on that. I don't like that video so much. I mean, I think there are a lot of good points about it, especially the cinematography or whatever you call, producing the video on the screen. I think I think that's a really that's really well executed. And at the same time, Deepika Padukone is very irritating in one manner. That and be careful. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying that one aspect of her performance is bad, which is that when she's talking in English, especially in a performance, she reminds you of a ninth standard student reading out from a textbook from an English reader, and that creates some kind of a problem because because it really doesn't speak to you. Anyways, so that is my stand on the video. But does the form take away anything from the substance? That is the question. And a few of the things that really bother me, or rather a few of the things that should really bother you and the people around you, is that why is it that we have been paying attention to only and only and only that one aspect, that one sentence about extramarital affairs and infidelity? Now, first of all, we need to be very clear on the fact that this was never about infidelity. It was about having sex outside of marriage, and that doesn't necessarily translate to infidelity. Think of it. Suppose there's a woman who's a lesbian who has been married, who has been married to a guy because obviously, you know, our traditions, right? And and she's been married, so she has sex outside marriage with somebody else. Does that qualify for infidelity? Does that? So that's the first question. Um, Yeah, and similar arguments can be provided, and to which a lot of responses that are given would be, "Hey, this is an exception. What about the general rule? What do you do when impressionable people watch this and say, 'Hey, I want to be like that person. I can analyze this, you can analyze this, but this person, this impressionable person cannot realize this, and hence Deepika Padukone has to be very responsible about this.'" And these are very valid points. We can have conversations about them, but the point is, the people who are making such points are very unreasonable, in that they do not want to have a conversation about this. Basically, that is their judgment. Hey, she has to be responsible. She's guilty. We don't need to put her on trial. We don't need to discuss this. She's just guilty, and I don't like the video, which is fine. It is your choice to have an opinion which is not well formed. But then, when your opinion collides with somebody else's well formed opinion, um, you have to stand your ground. But what people end up doing is, they push back. They push back. It's like, the same people who talk about governments banning things just because they don't understand what that thing is about. The same people who talk about IT 66A Act as something as something which is draconian. Um, those same people will push back with whatever powers they have when this opinion of theirs is challenged. Now, what was it that I was talking about? I was talking about, Deepika Padukone's responsibility about extramarital affairs and all that, and hey, how she puts an impression on young people, and fine, let's do that in the third video.